Hey, what's up guys? Brandon Gentile here, Legacy Group Real Estate Team. We have some more Q&A for you here today. We have why would I choose you as my buyer's agent? So this is a little deep dive into why you would choose our team to work with you on the buy side of a transaction. So we're gonna jump right into it. We're gonna get a couple of the first things out of the way right away, and that is just some basic stuff that everyone basically provides and people do it everywhere. Most everywhere. Free access to the MLS, and it's a free service. It's a service that a buyer's agent doesn't get paid until the transaction closes. So it's something where the listing side is the one paying the commissions of the agents when the transaction closes. So it's actually a free service for the buyer. So getting a representation, having someone walk them through the transaction is absolutely huge, and it's free to them. So choosing not to do that, you're not only missing out on a lot of properties, you're missing out on a lot of good representation. It's not necessarily legal representation. An agent steers you in the right way and make sure you have the correct paperwork and make sure you're getting the right people on your side. That's what's super important when you're having a good buyer's agent. Make sure you have a good buyer's agent on your team and showing you. One of the big things is that we do as a team, now getting into more of the specific stuff that we do, we have different ways that we can sell an offer. We have about 24 different ways. And again, there's a cheat sheet. We have it in here. I'll put a link in here to the cheat sheet. We have different ways you can win multiple offers. And again, like I said, there's about 24, a little under 24 ways that we have that you can win offers. And most people know all these ways. I would say, if there were, just say there's 20 of them, I would say about 17, 18, everyone knows them, but it's very few people do them. We are just in a situation the other day, won an offer, bunch of offers on the table. And again, very simple things that we know how to do. Again, like one of them being writing a letter. There's a couple things we did. One of them was write a letter, and again, no one else did it. So there's a couple other things like you'll see in the cheat sheet. I'll put the link in here, but just simple things. What Jim Rohn always says, what's easy to do is easy not to do. So it's just doing the consistent thing over and over again and being great at that, being great at being consistent. So we also have full-time dedicated agents. We have full-time dedicated buyer's agents, full-time dedicated showing agents. So that means that you're never out of the loop. You're never going to be stranded, say it's the weekend and people are out of town. A lot of times if you're working with an agent and they go out of town, you're out of luck. So our team, we have built it specifically so that way if someone's gone, there are other people to take their place. There's team members there. There's, like I said, buyers agents. There's dedicated showing agents. They're like your personal concierge showing you homes and letting you into homes. And then when you need to go write an offer, obviously you get with your agent, or maybe it is that person that you're with, and you go to them, you write the offer and get it accepted. So that's something that's super, super important, because when I started this business, it was rough because you're just doing it by yourself. There's no support really, because you're just in this world where everyone thinks it's gonna be super easy. You get into it and it's just this blue ocean, just this massive ocean you just jump into. And I realized really quickly I needed to have a team. I needed to have people around me that were going to be able to help me and support me. So dedicated backend is just as important though as dedicated agents. So we have a team of dedicated agents, but we also have a team of dedicated backend people. We have multiple admin that are doing transaction coordination. They're doing management of the paperwork, all the scheduling. Because again, we all know, most of you know, I'm sure, that a lot of us aren't good at paperwork, especially agents, salespeople. They're not good at doing paperwork. They're not good at scheduling things. They're not good at keeping track of things, being organized a lot of times. So again, I realized very quickly that we needed to have people in place that were awesome at that. If you're familiar with the DISC test, D-I-S-C, we need to have people that were the C, high C. We need to be very compliant, very structured, very organized, kind of the accountant or engineer mindset. That's what we needed them to be. So we put those people in place. That way they're very organized. If you have questions about details on scheduling and paperwork and things like that, where things are, what's going on, you always have those people that are there available for you. If your agent's not available, they can redirect you. They can get a hold of the agent for you if you need to. So again, just like the buyer's agents and showing agents, you have backup. You aren't just subjected to one person and you're at the whim of them and when they're available. So you have a full team support. And again, just like the listing side, a listing side is paying the same price as they would for one agent. Well, you're paying for a handful of people with a legacy group. It's the same exact concept, yet you're getting a whole team of dedicated people on your side. One of the best legal teams is another thing. We have a great legal team, a great headquarters in Grand Rapids, Berkshire Hathaway, one of the best brokers here in town. And that's another reason why I'm here at Berkshire Hathaway, is because of that, I just know how important that is. I've seen way too many things in my experience here in real estate that you need a good supporting cast around. You need good legal, counsel. You need good people around you in order to really make an impact and be hopefully safeguarding you and your clients as much as possible. So again, another point, this is again something I want to stress a lot, is updated communication. Being updated on things is so important. The number one complaint I hear in real estate from clients that we have incoming calling us, maybe they worked with an agent in the past or whatever it may be, is lack of communication. We see it all the time. And I'm sure there's a lot of you out there in any relationship you have, you know that lack of communication is an absolute killer. It's an absolute killer in the world we live in. Just in human nature, you have to have communication. So we have taken a number of steps to make sure that we're communicating. And one of those being obviously actually getting a hold of our clients each week, updating them, updating our sellers, updating the buyers. Obviously, you're with buyers more than you are sellers, but make sure we're updating both sides. And not only that, we have, again, our dedicated backend team doing that, in touch with everyone all the time. And we also have systems. So we have a lot of technology nowadays, right? Well, we believe in a team of the 21st century and beyond. So we have a lot of systems and automation where you can be updated. You have your own portal into the transaction. You can see what's going on. You can log in at any time and see where we're at in the transaction. You'll get updates when things get done. They get checked off that huge checklist, and those different huge checklists that we have and that our back-end team has. Well, you'll start seeing those updates. You'll get those updates throughout the transaction, so you aren't wondering, hey, where the heck are we? Where the heck is that? Where the hell is that? You'll know. You'll just know. You'll be able to log in. You have constant communication. You can call yourself if you want, but you have that portal you can log into, and you'll receive that. So that's super important, because that is, again, I can't emphasize that enough. It's the number one killer in real estate. It's the biggest complaint I hear, and obviously, I'm sure most of you know that it's a killer in any relationship, obviously, lack of communication. One of the other big things, and one of the last things wrapping up, one of the big things is an expert team of vendors, professional vendors that we have at our disposal, people that we've worked with for years, that we know, we trust, we like. A lot of these people we've used, like inspectors, lenders, our insurance provider, we have used them on our own homes. Most of us on our team have used all of them for our own needs. So again, it's like, your mom and dad saying, hey, if I want to eat it, I want to make you eat it, right? It's the same exact concept. We use these people ourselves, so we know them, we like them, we trust them. They do an awesome job for us. They have, the best rates out there, and they're great at what they do, and they're great at communication as well. Like I said, again, the number one killer in any relationship is lack of communication. So we make sure that we partner with people who have awesome communication. So the last thing wrapping up is continued support and just an emphasis on value. So again, what I'm doing right now, this video in YouTube will be documented there. All of our videos in YouTube, they are there. They're a central hub of all of our intelligence, really. It's our little CIA, our little central intelligence agency. And what it is, it's everything is documented there. All your Q&As, all the questions, and everything we answer, it's all there. So it's searchable. You can find it. You can go to Legacy Group MI. You can go to the Legacy Group Real Estate Team on YouTube, and just search anything in here, and you can find what you're looking for. So we take questions from people all the time, and we're doing that. And we're putting in our own questions and answering those. We have, our day in the life in there. We've got the Monday motivation. We've got our insiders reports that are showing you the macro, what's going on in the global economy, what's going on with the markets there, because that's something that as a team leader, I really study a lot. And I think it's super important as a business owner to know where the heck are things going. Like, it doesn't matter just what's going on here in Oakland County, Michigan, or in Metro Detroit. I need to know what's going on in the state of Michigan. I need to know what's going on nationally and internationally. It's paramount if you're going to have a successful business. So that's where a lot of our stuff is. We go into really a lot of depth with that and have really good conversations each week and each month. And I think you'll really enjoy that. And we're excited to have you there and check that out. So again, just a continued emphasis on value and support from now, even if we never work with you, up until forever. It's always going to be there. It's public. Anyone can see it. So that is our promise to you, is just continued emphasis on value and support. So again, I'm Brandon Gentile, the founder of the Legacy Group here at Berkshire Hathaway. And we look forward to helping you guys. And those are the reasons that I think that you should work with our team, but really in the grand scheme of things, why you should really find a great real estate agent / real estate team that you trust and that can advise you. You can put your full faith in. So I hope you guys got something out of that. I really appreciate your attention and your energy, because I know that's more important than anything in the world, and it's our #1 currency. So hope you guys had an awesome week, and we'll talk to you soon.